It's a cool 25 degrees today, so let's get in the shade. That's loads better. The temperature's so much cooler when you're under the canopy. But we don't just want to stay here all afternoon. And we're on a little bit of a tarp binge, aren't we? So this afternoon we're going to look at my all-time favourite. We're going to put up a plough point. So a plough point's got its pros and cons, but what makes it my all-time favourite is it's dead easy to put up, it takes no time at all, there's no flashy knots, 3 pegs, and if the wind changes direction, we can change just as easily. So with that being said, let's go. So we've found our spots, and just like we said before, all we're going to need are 3 stakes and the tarp itself. Let's get cracking. Okay, so admittedly we're in the shade here, but for demonstration purposes we've found our spot. So what we've found is one quite tall, straight tree. First thing we're going to do is take the tarp out of the bag and find one corner. Once we've got our corner, we're going to toggle it off and suspend this one corner above head height from the tree behind me. And like we said, no fancy knots required. We're just going to tie almost like a timber hitch around this. Any kind of non-jamming knot, because we want it to come down easy. You could put a little slippery hitch on there, whatever suits you best. It's not entirely necessary, but the reason we've picked this tree is because this one exists directly behind it, and we're going to find out why that's important in a couple of minutes. But for now, we need to get it staked out. So when we're staking out the back, all we need to do is find the opposite corner to the one that we've hitched to the tree, pull that away. Remember that tree we talked about earlier? That's about to become really important. We're going to go in that direction, pull it nice and taut, and stake it down. So with our 2 remaining corners, we're just going to stake those down just like we did before, rinse and repeat. What we've not mentioned is the back of our shelter ideally wants to face the directional wind. So we're just staking down our 3rd corner, but while we're talking about the wind, what I really like about these is if the wind changes direction, you can really easily take out the 3 stakes and just spin it around or over the tree, and we're still covered. So we're in, and as you can see, there's plenty of room for me, plenty of room for all my gear, and it's a fairly mid-sized tarp is this one. It's 3.5 by 3.5. You could do it with a 3x3 and still have plenty of room, or there's some of the larger ones that gives you ample room. But we can, with one small adjustment, make this even bigger. So if we take one of our toggles, pass that through the centre eyelet, what we're about to do is hitch that to the tree behind our original hitching post that we talked about. Let's go. So just like with our Adirondack shelter a couple of weeks ago, we're going to take the line from the centre eyelet, pass it around this tree, and under tension we're going to give us a lot more headroom. So again, from a slightly different angle, and we're going to be able to see better, the more tension we put on this, the higher up this gets, the more headroom we've got. So all we're going to tie on there is that little adjustable mooring hitch. It says. Adjustable mooring hitch. Put as much tension on it as we see fit. And there we go. Told you it'd be quick. Goes up super simple, comes down just as easy as it went up. Buckets and buckets of room. Spend the afternoon in here, throw a little ground sheet down. Now admittedly, this maybe isn't the best spot, but for demonstration purposes I had everything that I needed. We're going to go over a couple more of these this upcoming weekend at our shelter event, so I'll see you there. And until next time, go explore.